Hi everyone, it's Jamie023 chat. Okay, so this conversation is going to be about a topic that people have asked me for years and years before YouTube, before anything. So, disclaimer. It's not nice to use people for money. It's a very bad thing to do. Don't do it because it's not nice. Okay? I am not liable for anything that you people do after you watch any of my videos. Half of what I say isn't even true, so yeah, especially anything that would be considered illegal. I would never engage in illegal activity. This is an entertainment channel. So yes, this is not fact. Yeah, so just be responsible, everybody out there. I am not liable for the things you do with the information you receive. All right, so this channel is not a child's channel. This is an 18 and up channel for grown adults. Yes, it is. Okay. As my disclaimer says in my trailer, yeah, I'm not responsible for anything that anybody does after they watch my videos. Do not take my advice. Do not do anything I tell you to do. Don't do anything that I've done. Just don't. All right, so let's talk about this. Money. So a lot of women over the years, these are friends, family members, clients, female clients when I say I've got another YouTube channel, I deal with them. Okay. So they would be like, Jamie023, how is it you keep meeting men that just take good care of you, give you money, do all sorts of nice things for you? Like, how do you keep just getting like the same kind of guy over and over and over again? Well, first off, I have standards. I think I'm incredible. I think I'm great. So if you think that you're worth something, even if maybe society doesn't think so, even if maybe nobody else thinks so, as long as you know that you're incredible, as long as you know your worth, that's what counts. I believe, because I don't think I'm like the hottest chick in the world. I don't think I'm the mastermind of the world. I don't think that I'm just so savvy. I don't think that at all. But what I do know is I will never in my life give a man money unless it's my child. That's what I do know. That's how I've always been my whole life. If I go out to dinner with somebody, the man is paying for dinner. If we're going to the mall, why would a man invite you to the mall unless he's buying you something, right? Why would you be whipping out your credit card? Like, for what? I'm not saying this, I'm not telling people to go out and use people, but I feel like there's a man's role and a woman's role. Yes, to the feminists, yeah, whatever you think, you're right, you're right. This is just my opinion, this is my life experience. I've never had a man ask me for money, ever. Ever. I think they know it'll never happen. Yeah, I don't give men money. Well, my kids, they stay in my purse. They already know what's up. Yeah, my kids are, yeah. So I have sons, as most of you know, so they get whatever, not whatever they want, but I'm their mother. I'm supposed to feed them and take care of them and make sure they're happy, right? As far as like a romantic interest, as far as like a man goes, like a man that's not my child, I'm not his mother. So why should I be feeding? I'll cook dinner, I'll cook and I'll clean, I'll do laundry, I'll do all that kind of stuff, but I will not be opening up my wallet or my bank account to a man. It'll never happen. I feel like that's how it goes, but that's how I do things. That's how I've always operated. Because I think that if I was to give a man money, I would feel so grossed out. Like I couldn't look at them as a man anymore. I'd be like, ugh. It would just gross me out so much that I wouldn't be able to even deal with them anymore. Okay, so now some of you are gonna be like, but Jamie, what if you're married? What if you've been married for like 100 years to this person and like they fall on hard times and they need some money? Well, that's different. But a man that I've been dating 6 months, a year, 3 years, I'm not giving him any money. Especially if we don't have any kids. Like, what the hell? Why am I funding a man? Yeah. And then some of you will note that as soon as you start funding a man, does he treat you better? Or does he start looking for a woman? Because he no longer considers you his romantic partner anymore. Now he considers you his ATM and his mother. So then he has to go out there and he has to start looking for people to have sex with that are his girlfriend or love interest. He has to go out and hunt because a man's job is to hunt, right? So just try to think back for those of you that are like, there's nothing wrong with financially supporting my man. Cool, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep supporting all these men. Do it. Go for it. It's your choice. It's your life, right? Just tell me how it ends. Like, what's the outcome? Has there been an outcome? Has it been a string of them cheating on women who do nothing for them? because they're looking at those women like they're women and not like their mother. Yeah. Yep. So now let's go to the flip side. I've had a lot of financial struggles in my life. I grew up very, very poor. And I think sometimes, not always, because everybody's different, right? So I've sort of always been kind of in survival mode. That's kind of like how my mind worked. Like, okay, how am I going to get food? Okay, I need to scrape together 33 cents so that after school, I can get a can of soda, a can of Adirondack soda, and one of those mini bags of chips. So I'd look for change. I would ask people for, a quarter. Survival mode since I was a small child. So for me, my mind works differently than other people. I wouldn't call myself a predator only because it's not like I'm trying to take money from you and then never deal with you again. The men that gave me money or took care of me, I married, I had kids with. So how is, I don't see that as like, a gameplay, a mastermind. I chose to be romantic and have kids with men that I knew could support me and our children. So some may call it being an opportunist, some may call it smart. Because why would I actively, knowingly, get married to somebody who's got nothing financially to offer me? So that means that him and any children that we would have in the future would be solely, the financial burden would be solely placed on me. Am I wrong for not wanting that? I don't think so. I think I'm using common sense and being smart. Okay, because I was never like, I'm going to get money from this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy. I mean, for those of you that do that, I think that's probably a smart plan. But for me, I could never carry that out because I'm a Pisces. I would fall in love with my trick or my customer. I'd fall in love. It wouldn't work. It couldn't just be what it is. I would just be like, well, why didn't you call me? Aren't we in love? Let's hold hands. Let's kiss. So I can't manipulate on that level. I never could. So for those of you that can, more power to you. I can't though. I fall in love with them. As soon as they buy me flowers and buy me gifts, I'm like, oh my goodness, we're in love. So So with me, I do things differently. For others of you, maybe, you got to do it different. So this is something that I did. This was before I had kids, before I had my spiritual awakenings, before I changed. So I would meet this was a few incidents. So I would meet somebody and they'd be constantly calling me and texting me. I'd be like, oh my gosh, my phone's broken. I can barely hear you. I'm not gonna be able to talk to you for a few months because I gotta save up money to be able to get myself a new cell phone. I ended up having a child with this person and we were married. So nobody be like, oh, Jamie. Yeah, so. He's like, well, how much is the phone? I'm like, I think it's $899.55. But with tax, I'm not sure how much. He'd be like, can you get a cheaper phone? I'm like, well, there's no point in me downgrading and then having to spend a whole bunch of more money to get another one. I was like, well, I'll just talk to you in a few months. So he's like, well, where can I send the money? Western Union? Can you go to my house and get the money? Like what can I can't stop talking to you. So I was like, okay, yeah. So, or I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't pay my electricity. The electricity is gonna be turned off. And then I can't charge my phone. And then I can't talk to you anymore. I'm just so upset. I gotta get off the phone now. I'm just so upset. So keep in mind, this kind of stuff won't work for and then that one I was with for 4 years after. So, I mean, it's not like I was just randomly meeting 50 guys a day and just being like, you, I have a broken phone, and you, I have a broken phone. It wasn't like Oprah Winfrey, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. No, it was one person that I was with that I was romantically interested in. Okay, an amazing guy. We did break up, and if he ever wanted to get back together, I would be totally in. I've talked about this man several times before. You guys know who he is. He's a Virgo, and he goes by the name of Slick Willie. I would totally take this dude back at any time. Yeah, and I know some of you are like, but Jamie, he sounds like a, he doesn't sound very good. He's great. He was great. It's just he made one mistake. But yeah, I would totally take that guy back in heartbeat. Yeah, I would. Hint, hint. But anyway, back to this. So what I suggest to you guys is like, you know, I don't know if people will just hand you money unless there's a sob story. I don't know if they will, so that's why I've used sob stories. But I was talking to a close friend of mine. She happens to be an African-American woman, just like me, who only dates African-American men. I date all men. I can't seem to snag an African-American man. They don't like me. I don't know. I tried. They're not taking them. I'm like, hi. They're like, ugh. Yeah, they don't like, so I give up. I fucking give up. Yeah. But anyway, so she told me she's like, she was one of the people that asked me, how do you get these guys to do this stuff? I was like, well, you just do that. She goes, I can't do that. She goes, black men don't fall for that. That's according to her. I don't know if this is true or not. Don't shoot the messenger. She goes, black dudes don't fall for that. She's like, they'll just call you a dusty, broke bitch and move on to the next one. I'm like, for real? She goes, yeah, you can't do it like that with them. You got to just let them give you what they want. What they feel like they want to give you. I was like, but what if they don't give you anything? She goes, sometimes that happens. You'll date a guy for a long time and they just won't be generous. And when I say date, I mean I don't mean like a different guy every night. She's like in a relationship, like years long. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what's the incentive? Because she complained about the bedroom activities. So I'm like, there's no good D, and he's not buying you anything, not buying you flowers, nothing, not even an incredible Valentine's Day. Like, I don't get how that works, ladies. I don't understand. I'd have to be like, okay, well, what's in it for me? Does he take out the trash? Like what is he doing that would cause you to be with somebody just for the fuck of it? Like, not even for the F of it, because there is no F. It's like, it sucks. So, I mean, I guess do what you want with this video. Yeah. All right, guys, Jamie Zebra 23 chat. Ta-ta for now. Love you a long time.